Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to Farm Simulator 2017, and we're still on Upton Farm, getting through the early part of the season, getting through spring, getting some drilling done, and I think, looking at the map here, I'll bring up the other one, it's easier to see. We're right down here, and you can see we've got field 32 and 34 drilled. We're going to take care of field 31 today. I think we're going to keep this wheat, so we'll have 3 fields of wheat. Over here, closer to the farm, we're going to do 3, 9, and 40 with canola. And wait till a little bit later in the season, we're going to do 24, 27, and 28 with soybeans. But for now, field 31 with wheat. And as always, we'll get this going on course play. And then I'll run around the corner to the T6, which is our service trailer today. And we've got it loaded up with seeds and fertilizer on the trailer, and we've got a front loader on the T6. So that's how we'll be taking care of the T8, making sure it stays fed and happy. Course play's been working pretty well for me, I have to say. They update course play, and I'm not sure if you know this, but they update course play on the actual Giants mod hub periodically. Let's see, so it's going to be over here. Periodically, probably every 2 to 3 months. But if you're familiar with GitHub and how GitHub works, you can find updates to course play sometimes every few days. And they're not quite beta, but they are sort of development phases, I guess. The ones that you see on Giants Mod Hub are, I would describe them as stable, whereas the ones you see on, did I do that right? Activated, yes. The ones that you see on GitHub tend to be a little more developmental. But if you know how to use GitHub, you can definitely check that out. There are always things going on there with Courseplay, with vehicle AI, with Gearbox, and more realistic. It's not through GitHub, it's through Google Drive. But do a little prowling around on Google, check the forums out, and you can sometimes find mods, solid mods, right? I don't mean the dodgy sites with stolen mods, but you can very often find good mods being developed. And I'm going to run over here and open this gate. You can find good mods in development and actually assist with the developing and testing of the mods when they've got them out there a little bit before the general public sees them. You can get a hold of them, and you can give some good feedback to the developers and kind of help with the process. Let me check one other thing here. Make sure we don't have any. Where is it? That one. That one. There it is. Yeah, no grass to mow yet. Soon, though, another couple days. Now, I notice sometimes, and I think it may have just happened here, I remember checking early in the season, and I'm certain that I saw that we could not plant wheat, barley, or canola until the 7th, which is why we waited till now. But when I look today, it says we could have planted the 4th, 5th, and 6th day of the season. Same with grass. Now, I don't know if I saw that wrong, which is entirely possible. I've made plenty of mistakes in my life. Or if the Seasons was kind of holding on to a legacy weather system from something else that I'd done. Doesn't matter. We're running a small enough farm that we can wait till the 7th day of spring to plant and still be able to get everything drilled in time. But it does kind of make me wonder. Not sure what happened there. I tend to, when there's a problem with a mod or when there's a problem with the game, I tend to start with myself first. I don't like to immediately blame the game or blame the mods or anything like that. I like to do a little research and confirm, I've got a hot mod or I've got a mod conflict before I just start randomly blaming everybody, because very often it is something that I did. Or you can look on a forum, you can look on a thread, and you can find very quickly, you can find the thread that will tell you, no, this is caused by these two mods running together, or you need to turn down this or something else. So, I'm not saying I want to throw myself on my sword at every opportunity, but I think it's too easy to just throw your hands up. And again, speak for myself. I think it's too easy to just throw my hands up and say, well, it's the game. It's the mods. It's, right? And when it could be something a lot more easily fixed. And then on top of that, and I've mentioned this before too, there's a lot of mods that are stolen, basically. The mods that you see on some of the dodgy sites are not, the developer obviously made the mod and then they put it on either a personal site, a private site, or a legit site. Somebody took it and either changed a couple things and downloaded it as their own, or in some cases didn't even change anything, just put it out there as their own. A lot of times you can look down in the comments and see a lot of comments saying, no, this is a stolen mod, here's the original. And there are some mods that are sort of famous enough, or mods that people have been waiting for from a specific mod maker, and to see it on another site, you just know, even without doing any research, you just know, oh no, that's so-and-so's trailer, that's so-and-so's tractor. That I've never heard of the person saying that I've never heard of this person saying that they came up with this mod. That's stolen. It's part of the game that you have to sort of wade through. If you want to use mods, you can stick with the legit mod sites. And I mean the really legit ones, like the Giants Hub. I need to get that scoop off there as well. You can stay with the Giants Hub. They're probably the most reliable. I'm trying to think of some other ones. Well, you can get things directly from developers like Aerosoft, the Straw Harvest add-on. But it's tricky. There are a lot of shady people when it comes to mod making, and everybody's trying to make a buck, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's sometimes the way that you make it that can get a little nasty, right? Nope. I think I've said this before. I wouldn't mind a little palette alignment mini game, right? To show you where your forks are. Just a little, keep the target in the hole kind of thing. So this is going to be a pretty boring episode, I have to say. All we're going to do is drill this field, and there's really nothing going on the map right now. I mean, from here we'll head over to the other side of the map and put some canola in those 3 fields around the farm, and then we're waiting for first day of summer. Put a break on here. Get back to this. Yeah, waiting for the first day of summer, which is when we can start mowing grass, and also when we can plant our soybeans in 24, 27, and 28. And 27 and 28, you'll finally get to see me hand drill something rather than putting it on course play. Now, as far as what I'm doing right now, sitting in a tractor, drinking a Red Bull, tugging on a vape. From what I know, and I think I've said before, I grew up in Western Pennsylvania. A lot of farms. I knew a lot of kids that grew up on farms. I went to school with kids that grew up on farms and lived on farms. And if you live on a farm, that means you work on a farm. Every day's a work day. Sitting in a tractor, reading a newspaper, or reading a book, waiting for the radio to come on and tell you to drive to this place or that place. Not unusual. Now, it doesn't make for very good video, but I'm trying to show almost everything. I did take out, there were several days that I had to speed through because there's just nothing going on. We don't have any animals right now. And there's nothing going on, so I did speed through those days. But every day of work, every day there's something going on the farm I wanted to show you. And that's what this is. So if you're wondering, what's Ill Will doing? He's just sitting there. Yeah, just sitting here. Probably by the end of this row that the T8 is turning onto now, or the beginning of the next one, I'll be able to run out and throw some fertilizer in there and some seeds, and then we might just wrap the episode there. I'll take a look and see how we're doing, but this is, I'm learning how to make these videos, and I really do want to play realistically and show you everything. But sometimes everything is, like this right now, this is everything. And it's just, yeah, I feel you. So, we may not make a video like this again, but we may. And that's the other thing about this is, the great thing about doing this is I know the videos that I like to watch, and when I decided to do this, I decided to make the kind of videos that I like to watch, and I like to see everything. So I'm assuming there are other people out there that do as well. Maybe not, I've been wrong before, but if there are, that's who this kind of video is for. Right, down to 10% on fertilizer, so probably not going to make it till the end of this row that they're about to turn onto. And I think what I may do, see, if the worker is on course play and the level of a consumable drops to 0, they will stop. But as soon as that level comes back up, they take off again. They don't wait for you. So if I'm trying to put fertilizer in that front hopper, as soon as the level comes up above 1%, tractor's going to start moving. The T8's going to start moving. So what I may do is hop in the T8, pause it from its course play course, feed it some fertilizer, then run back to the flatbed, grab a pallet of seed, put that in as well, right? And then restart it. And I don't think, it may finish. I don't think it's half done yet. It's got that little end out there. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so we'll run around here. Yeah, the Seasons mod adjusts the mass of things and how things get used, and it is really, between that and more realistic, it really, this thing just chews through seed and fertilizer now. Right. So we'll hop in here. We'll turn on course play. We'll stop it. And we'll lower that. Well, we won't lower it. We'll extend it. And put the brake on too. Go over here. Yeah, this is how I like to play. I know it can seem a little bit tedious, almost neurotic. Like, wow, every single thing, every single thing. Yeah, man, every single thing. That's how I like to get down. And of course, I keep forgetting that there is no rear weight on this tractor. I'm debating, and we may do that. Oh dear. We may do that after I get this started again. We may go to the store and trade this in on something a little heavier. You remember we had the was it the 40 series? We had a little tractor. Yeah, 40 series, way too light. So we went ahead and got this, and I'm feeling like it's still too light. I don't want to get anything. The next bump up from the T6 is the T7. I mean, I think I've got a TM in there, maybe. I don't know. We'll take a look. If I don't do it now, then we'll have it next episode. All right. I'll try it. I'm all sideways now, on a little bit of a hill here. If I knew... No, I don't think that's going to work at all. If I knew the exact height... Oh, I'm closer than I thought. There we go. If I knew the exact height of the deck, right? See, that's too low. If I knew the exact height of the deck, I could just go to that height with the pallet fork level, right? 0 degrees. And it seems like it would just slip right in there. Come on. And see, now the problem I have is that thing is out so far. It's increasing the leverage. You got a little lever effect going on there. So I'm going to try to push it on using the trailer. There we go. And bring that mass back toward the center of mass of the tractor so we don't extend our lever and tip the thing forward, which is obviously a problem for me. Right now, it just wants to flip forward. All right. Try not to hit this. We've got a ridge marker. We've got the lights on the back of the tractor. Yeah, I think we're on the ridge marker now. All right. Well, I was trying to not drive over the seat. Oh, really? Huh. Okay. Well, this is certainly taking a turn. All right. Well, we can do that. And that at least gets some weight off it. Now we're going to try to hook that thing, huh? Right. I don't know if the verticals on here have collision. If I can hook one. I guess I could. I guess I could try to. Nope. Missed it. I'm trying to... You see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get down in there and kind of knock it off. we just push it off. All right. Nope. I don't know where the collision is when that thing is not vertical. I think. Yeah. Right. Let's try this. I'm feeling like there's a collision on the whole thing, or I'm colliding with the actual drill. Let's try this. Okay. Progress. Okay. Pretty realistic, huh? I think so. So leave him right there. Right over here. And here. Put the cover on. Take the brake off. And then start at nearest waypoint. Right. Back out here. And gotta go outside the cab for this. Right. Oh, Farm Simulator, how I love you first thing in the morning. So now, I don't own that field, I just drove over, by the way. Right. So now, So now, after all that, we're back where we were, or where we should have been a few minutes ago. Let's see how this guy's doing. Yeah, that's crazy. Already down to 44% fertilizer, and we just filled it. That's something. Okay. I mean, we're gonna have to fill it again. And now I'm in the OCD zone. So we're definitely gonna have to see this through. And see, I don't know. I mean, these are the kinds of videos that I like watching. I know a lot of the videos. You can see the gamers, the farmers. You can see that they're sort of making videos for kids. You know, it's a little bit sandboxy, it's a little bit cartoony, not super realistic. Kind of entertaining, I guess. But I know, I just told you, I really like super realistic videos where you can see people solving problems without sort of cheating a little bit and, you know, getting kind of cute. That's the kind of video I like watching, and that's the kind of video I wanted to make. So I'm wondering if there are other people out there that are all about the OCD, all about the autism, and, you know, really want to, however frustrating it is, however much long time it takes, shuffle a few words around in there. However long it takes, however challenging it is, they just want to get it done the right way. That's how I see it. So, you know, right there with the seed, we could have cut the episode. We could have just used farmer strength and picked it up. We could have edited it out. Could have done a lot of things, but I wanted to do it right. So I'm hoping that there is an audience for people that like to see those kinds of videos. And I'm also curious. Let's see. Yeah, almost down to 25% on the fertilizer. So we've got, now I think, we've got 450 in the bag of seed that's on there. This drill holds 600 liters. So it's at 60, yeah, so it's at 360 right now, 360 liters. We need it to be below 450 so we can take this over, put it in the drill, and have it empty. That would be ideal, so we don't have to, because if we have to get fertilizer first, we have to drop this pallet, pick up the other one, fill the fertilizer, then come back and pick up the, oh man. Well, at least I'm getting a decent frame rate. That's a bonus. Ah, and I just realized it's 6:30 in the evening, so this will obviously be the last field we do today. And then it's going to be a new day tomorrow. We'll have to get over by the farm and do 3, 9, and 40. And get those drilled. Now that I may skip through because it will most likely be exactly the same thing that we're doing today, and I don't think you need to see 3 days of this. So we may skip ahead. I'll just drill those, and then we'll come back on the first day of summer, which is when we can start drilling soybeans and mowing some grass, which I'm really looking forward to. Well, before we mow it, we're going to have to spread it one time with our pellet spreader. All right. So 50% seed would be 300. So yeah, we're gonna run out of fertilizer before our seed tank is at a level that will allow us to dump that whole pallet in there, or what's left on that pallet. It's empty, half empty. You know what I'm saying. And you know what? I just thought of something else. So maybe we'll do this as. I just realized we're spending most of our time running around this field looking at this drill. I could have been driving it myself. I've been saying I'll hand drill a field at some point. It could have been this one. It will be, we'll start with either field 9 or field 40. Those are both nice big fields. Probably 40. And I'll hand drill that one and then just run back and forth to get the consumables for it. Same thing we have here. We'll have the T6 set up with the trailer. But rather than running around the field watching Courseplay drill, I'll drill it manually. And when I need to, I can just hop out, run over to the service trailer and throw some seed and fertilizers in it. Right. So stop this. We'll extend that. Put the brake on. So part of the problem that I caused for myself last time when I snagged on that ridge marker is I was trying not to drive over the seeded area of the field. And I think I'm just going to have to, at least a little bit. To stay clear of that ridge marker. Now I'm stuck on something else. Huh. Unless. Yep, I was hitting the actual hopper itself. Interesting. Okay. I thought I was on the ridge marker and it was the actual body of the seed tank that I was hitting. Okay. Live and learn. So, get this out of the way. Forward a little bit. Yep. It's almost like the height is different every time on that deck. And that could be suspension, it could be the angle that it's sitting at in the soil. Right. And unfortunately now, this fertilizer tank is going to take almost the whole this whole pallet of fertilizer, but not quite. So we'll have 2 nearly empty pallets of consumables. Oh, it did take the whole thing. All right. Unless the one I just put on there wasn't quite empty, which is entirely possible. All right. Okay, not quite that low. right. Oh, what? Okay. Wasn't letting us go through there for some reason. No idea why. Cover on, break off, course play. Right, and I didn't, when I was just on course play there, I didn't see how long it's got. It's got to be another, I don't know, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. Take a look. Now, something we're going to have to think about is on the other side of the farm, or on the other side of the map when we're over by the farm, we won't have, I mean, I can load up that bale trailer. I might do that. Load up the bale trailer with consumables and bring them all over. The alternative is to, how long do we have there? 11 minutes. All right. The alternative is to get a seed service trailer. Like, I know I got one here. Like, I promise I have one. That'd be funny if I didn't. There we go. So if I go with something like this, oh, we're going to run out of money. There's just no way we're going to have enough money. We have the option to take out a loan, but we are going to run out of money. So if we go with something like this, right? 21,000 liters. What do we have now? We have a heron. We have this heron. No. Do we? We have this heron at 16,000. So if we went with this, now if it's, let's go in here and take a look. If we rig it for, yeah. If we rig it for use as a service trailer, I don't think we can use it as a regular tipper. But essentially what we would do is we would have, rather than buying pallets of seed at the store and taking them to the field on the bale trailer, we would fill this with either seed or fertilizer and take it out to the field to service the drill. The problem is it only holds one. Now the other thing we could do is go back here. The other thing we could do is we go here. We could use the horse, which holds seed and fertilizer. I believe 5,000 liters of each. The problem is it can't ride on this thing. This is just to move it around the yard when it's empty, which means we'd have to have a truck for it, a proper lorry. And if I were going to do that, I would want to get, oh, and that's, see, now we're taking out a loan. Yeah, 165,000, and the other was 25,000. So we're at 200,000. So we'd have to take out a 70,000 pound loan just to get seed and fertilizer into this drill while it's in the field. That's hardly worth it. That doesn't seem like an effective use of money. So we'll either drive it back and forth to the hoppers at the farm and fill from there, or we'll just drive the bale trailer from one side of the map to the other and continue filling it with pallets. And we can get, we've been putting 6 on here, 3 of each. When we go to the farm and get this bucket taken off, I believe we can get 5 of each. Plus this thing extends and we can get 6 of each. Okay, that's what we'll do. We will, yes, that's what we'll do. Okay, folks, I'm going to wrap it right there. I know it's been kind of a weird episode, so thanks for hanging in there till the end with me. And please do, in the comments, please do leave some feedback on whether or not this type of realistic farming this type of OCD farming is something that works for you. If it is, let me know, and I'll be happy to continue doing the videos as I have been. If not, let me know that too. Yeah, we're going to wrap it. Thanks so much. See you next time. Take care.